Hello and welcome, and in this video we're going to be thinking about the 3 ways that we can escape our meat and dairy addiction. My name's Alan Twigg, I'm a plant-based author and course creator, and together with my sister Jo Graham we run the Vitality Crew platform for women who are looking to boost their health, improve their diet, lose their weight, get fitter and just be all round better. Okay, so first of all, you might be thinking, that's a very strong title to call eating meat and dairy an addiction. And probably most of us have never really thought about meat and dairy as being an addiction. It's something that we grew up with. It's something that our culture very much promotes a lot. Everybody does it. It's normal. We've been told that it's necessary, so we don't think of it as an addiction. But if you really start to dig in to what is an addiction, you begin to realize that maybe it is actually, because for instance, cheese. One of the things that most people find the hardest to give up when they consider going on a plant-based diet or a vegan diet is cheese. Somehow people can really get addicted to cheese. Have you noticed the pizzas every year, they seem to have more and more cheese on them? There is actually a reason for this, because cheese does actually contain, it's called Casomorphine, which is actually a very, very, very mild form of morphium, which is in fact addictive. The food industry also makes food addictive, doesn't it? You know, donuts and a lot of meat and dairy products are used to trigger those addictive feelings. So a lot of us are actually addicted to meat and dairy. So we have to consider how can we ditch our addiction and move to a plant-based diet. Okay, so we've decided we've had enough of feeling full, we've had enough of being constipated, we've had enough of, just not feeling good, of feeling lethargic, of putting on weight. We've just had enough. So we want to kick our addiction. How do we go about it? So the first way is cold turkey. Dive straight in, go in. This is actually my personality type. If I decide to do something, I tend to be all or nothing, which is what I did when I also went plant-based. I made a decision literally one morning, and by the evening I was trying to implement it in my life. Of course, this is the most difficult way to do it, because it's like jumping in at the deep end. You don't really know what to eat, you don't know what you're doing, you've not really thought it through. You're just kind of randomly wandering around, wondering what's got meat and dairy in it. The meat's easy, the dairy's less so easy. So this way of diving straight in is for you if you're really that kind of person. For me, it did work out and I felt comfortable doing it that way, but for most of us, that's not particularly the best way to do it. The next way is to do it bit by bit on a time scale, where we say, okay, we set a goal and we say, right, in 6 months' time, or in a month's time, or whichever goal you think you can manage, I want to be fully plant-based. So you've got 6 months, and 6 months is a long time. But compared with the rest of our lives and feeling healthy and full of energy and vital, it's really not so long. So you can achieve a hell of a lot in 6 months. So you could start by first doing the research, thinking about what you like, thinking about the first things you want to cut out, starting perhaps just with breakfast, or generally just integrating more and more plants into your diet. In all areas, make a plan how you're going to get from where you are now to where you want to be in 6 months. That's the second method. And another method, the third method and the last method in this very short video, is the one meal at a time approach. So most of us tend to have 3 meals a day, don't we? We tend to have breakfast, lunch and dinner. That's the more or less the pattern for a lot of people. So the easiest one to do is breakfast. So start with breakfast. Say, okay, this month I'm going to make sure that every breakfast that I eat is plant-based. And then the following month you can switch to lunch, and of course the month after then to dinner, or you can do it on a quicker time scale. At the end of the day, the most important thing is that we're moving towards our goal. And even those small changes will make you feel better about yourself, because if you've had a plant-based breakfast or a vegan breakfast, you've swapped out all those saturated fats and all the things that you usually eat for breakfast, and you're replacing them with healthy plant-based alternatives, you're automatically going to feel better about yourself. You're going to feel more confident, and you're going to feel, yes, I'm on a path now. And this is a really nice feeling. So even if we're making slow steps at the beginning, that's fine. It's really about getting started, gaining momentum, feeling better, and perhaps just telling one or two people, oh, today, you don't have to tell people you're going fully plant-based. You can just say, well, I'm trying to integrate more into my diet, and maybe trigger some conversations with people, and maybe they'll give you a bit of support. So if you're enjoying this video, please subscribe. It'd be very much appreciated. If you're interested, I also have an audiobook story called And Suddenly Everything Changed. So if you're thinking of going plant-based or vegan, this is a really, really nice story. That it's a fictional story about a guy who goes on a journey from being 53 to being completely plant-based, and it's triggered by a heart event that he has when he's 53, and we follow him as he meets lots of interesting characters. So it's a really nice audiobook, and it's also a great gift for somebody who's thinking of going plant-based. And I also, together with my sister, run the Vitality Crew online platform for women, and we have a free Facebook group that you can join, and there you'll get lots of support, and you'll be able to chat to other women who are trying to make the same changes, and I'll add the link below in the comments. So go ahead and join our completely free Facebook group. So yeah, that wraps up this video. So if you want to ditch your meat and dairy addiction, I've given you 3 ways. You can go cold turkey, you can do it bit by bit on a time scale, or you can do it one meal at a time. And I know you can do it. I know that if you watch this video to now, to this point, to the end now, you want to make a change in your life. Otherwise, you would not be still watching this. So it's a sign. I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching, and hope to chat with you in the comments or welcome you to our Facebook group. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.